Hello everyone, welcome back to NewtonGATE Academy where we make your dreams come true. This is Pooja and today we will be discussing on the nationalism in India. That is one of the significant phase of Indian modern history. So how did modern nationalism emerge in India? First, modern nationalism is closely connected to the anti-colonial movement against British. And this movement starts spreading throughout India after 1919. So India went through a critical condition after the First World War. These nationalism movements that spread throughout India was also the result of the First World War. Next up we have Gandhi comes back in January 1915 from South Africa, and after that he started the Satyagrahas. The Satyagraha movements led by Gandhiji marked the beginning of the modern nationalist movements in India. So what is Satyagraha? Gandhiji's method of protest and movements on truth and non-violence is called Satyagraha. And he started Satyagraha back in South Africa and he gained immense popularity there. So the first three Satyagrahas that were led by Gandhiji in India were divided into three parts. The first one, 1917, happened in Champaran in Bihar to support the peasants against plantation system. Next, 1917 again, Khera district in Gujarat against to support the peasants. Third one, 1918, Ahmedabad in Gujarat to support the cotton mill workers.
The incident that fueled the nationalist movements in India is the Rowlet Act of 1919. So what happens in Rowlet Act? Legislation passed by the Imperial Legislative Council in 1919, the legislature of British India, that allowed political prisoners to detain in prison for 2 years without any trial. 6th April 1919, Gandhiji launched a nationwide Satyagraha with a hartar. 10th April 1919, police in Amritsar opened fire on peaceful procession. And martial law was imposed where General Dyer was given the command. We have Jaryanvalabag Massacre. So 13th April 1919, large crowd gathered in Jalianwalabag, Amritsar, Punjab. But General Dyer blocked the exit points and opened fire on the crowd and hundreds of people getting killed. After this incident, Indians start attacking on British police. Seeing violence spread, Gandhiji calls off his Satyagraha movement. Khilafat movement, one of the most important features of nationalist movements in India. What is Khilafat movement? How did it start in India? First World War ends with Ottoman Turkey being defeated to British. Rumors spread a peace treaty going to be imposed on Khalifa of Ottoman Empire. A Khilafat committee formed in Bombay under leadership of Maulana Azad, Hakim Ajmal Khan and Hazrat Mohani. Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali, together called the Ali brothers, discussed with Gandhiji about a united mass. And Gandhiji saw this as an opportunity to unify India. Congress passes resolution in Calcutta session to support non-cooperation movement in support of Khilafat.
So students, now that we learned the first four stages of the modern nationalism in India, so what are the possible questions that can come to your exam from Satyagraha till Khilafat movement? Let's check that out. The first question we have is on Jaryanvalabag Massacre. So explain the impact on Jaryanvalabag Massacre. The answer should be on the points following: nationwide attacks on British police has started. The violence spreaded throughout the nation against the British police and Gandhiji calls off Satyagraha. And Rabindranath Tagore returns the title of knighthood to the British. The next question we have is what was Satyagraha and what were three Satyagrahas that were launched by Gandhiji. As I said earlier, Gandhiji's own method of protest and movements on peace and non-violence is called Satyagraha. Alright? And we have three Satyagrahas here, the 1917 Champaran in Bihar for peasants, 1917 in Khera district of Gujarat and 1918 in Ahmedabad for the cotton mill workers. Student, So the next important questions you can have is again on Satyagraha. So explain 4 points on Gandhiji's idea of Satyagraha. It was a novel method on mass agitation. It supported true cause and struggle against injustice. And it also showed that physical force isn't always needed to fight the oppressor. And the fourth one, it united Indians by dharma of truth and non-violence. Next question you have is name 2 leaders of Khilafat committee formed in the year of 1919. The answer is Shaukat Ali and Muhammad Ali. These two were together called as Ali brothers. So the next important question that can come to your exam is, how does Rowlet Act opposed by the people in India explain with examples? Now, several protests occurred when Rowlet Act got imposed in India. Rallies in cities, workers striked throughout the railway stations, shops were closed down, and Jaryanvalabag incident happened because these people were protesting against Rowlet Act in the Jallianwala. And the last question you have is, what were the circumstances that led to Jallianwala incident? The 3 circumstances here that led to this infamous incident. The first one is the Rowlet Act of 1919. And in opposition to Rowlet Act, Gandhiji created Sir Rowlet Satyagraha and the martial law that imposed on 13th April 1919. These 3 incidents caused Jallianwala incident to happen. So that's all for today. I will come back with the second part of the modern nationalism in India, that is the non-cooperation and the civil disobedience movement. If you have any trouble or any question to know about the nationalism in India or anything related to history, you can comment down below. And till then, like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.